Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Skyrim Let's Play. So we're just going to dive on into some gameplay. Not a whole lot going on, other than the fact that we've managed to build a comms console and another solar generator. So we'll have a little bit more power coming in, and if any trade ships pass by, we will be able to communicate with them. However, the problem there is we need to start actually putting more shelves in here. I guess that's something we could queue up now because we have the steel for it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But we'll start, arraying them in here. Because until we have stuff on these, we can't actually, trade with anybody. At least not through that means. Obviously, there's other means that we could trade with people, but not in this case. So that's how they're going to be set up. Once that's done, I'm going to start loading. I'm not sure what we're going to actively be trading, at least so far. Obviously, there's things we want to get rid of and things we want to produce specifically for guests and caravans that come to trade with us, but we haven't really begun that process yet. And so, in terms of that, we can't really rely on it for this. It looks like some of the lights are getting built in the prison. It doesn't look like we have any power through there, though. So let's make this happen. We'll run it through there, and then we'll run power along here as well. As usual, we'll be just running, conduits through all the walls because there's really no reason not to. They're fairly inexpensive in terms of cost. Let's see, floors, smooth floor, there, fixed. Why didn't it build across there? There we go. Alright, so that's going to get taken care of. A lot of people mining right now. Ooh, we got a bit of plasteel out of that. Nice. It's always nice when we're able to get some valuable resources out of there and not just more chunks. By the way, Hermione is now Jade, based on a name suggestion from you guys in the comments. So thank you for that. She is currently working on a custom Sith robe for, I believe, for Zash. But apparently she decided to take a break. Fair enough, fair enough. Valish and Young are still not recruited. I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Oh, because we're not actively recruiting you. That would be a reason. I think I am going to recruit him, though. And just have him constantly building, and that would be the best use of him. Actually, training him up as an artist would be good, too. But yeah, we should probably be chatting and recruiting with him. We're just friendly chatting with you as well. Yeah, we should probably be trying to recruit you too. So let's make sure that happens. I don't see any reason why not, other than the fact that we do have a lot of people and it's becoming increasingly difficult to feed everybody. Aside from that, there's really no reason not to bring these guys on. They're both pretty skilled, or at least they have the potential to be quite skilled. So yeah, we'll bring them on and we'll get them to work. I think for Valish, I think we're actually going to go mostly down that artistic route because that could be very useful. I do intend to have this entry very decorated with statues, and so I'd like to... Oh, two of them. That's interesting because we could take DNA samples from them. However, taming them is going to be incredibly difficult. I don't know that we have any chance to do that, really. We don't have anybody with any decent animal skills, at least not anymore. So I don't see that happening, really. I'm just going to ignore them. We could blast them for food, but that's not really needed either. We still have more polar bears than we know what to do with. So, yeah, if anything, it would just create more waste. So we won't bother. By the way, this finished repairing one of the armored chest pieces. Unfortunately, it kept the dead man's tag. Somebody, I think, picked it up and decided to wear it. Why is there so many of these scattered all over the place? I cannot stand that. And then there's apparently two more right here. So yeah, they're not too efficient about stacking those. We're eventually going to store them somewhere else. I'm just not entirely sure where yet. Somebody had mentioned this. This freezer is going to be specifically for the stuff that we grow in these two hydroponics rooms for producing things that we're going to sell. So like Spectago tea, things like that. Smoke leaf, you know, those types of things. It's not for any of this junk here. I think we'll probably end up putting them in these rooms, maybe. Looks like that didn't get queued up, so let's put some steel grating in there. And these will need some lights as well. In fact, we should get on that because dark areas increase the likelihood of insect infestations. So we definitely want these areas lit if it can be helped. And it can, so let's make sure that it gets helped. There we go. And then I think, yeah, we're going to do these here. Let's throw those in like so. And I'll go around and do all of them. There's actually quite a few of these. There we go. And then the other side. Alright, so with all those taken care of and some chandeliers added in each room, let's go ahead and make sure that the conduits get laid down in here, because obviously we need to power this stuff and we want it done efficiently and not with wires running across our entire base. So we will go ahead and connect these all across, just like we have with all of our other rooms. And I think I'll probably do something like this as well. Maybe there. Yeah, why not? Let's run some conduits there. I don't know why that didn't have one. That should be connected as well. It is down there. I don't know why it wasn't up here. That should get connected. Why is it being weird? There we go. And we'll probably do one there as well. Lots and lots of redundancy, just to ensure that if anything gets disconnected somewhere because of an explosion or whatever, we don't lose power to one part of the base. So no matter what happens, there should be an alternate route for the power to progress. Oh, we got a new recruit. Valish joined us. Great. Alright, so let's look at your schedule here. 1. Don't care. There we go. Can you doctor? No. No, you cannot. Wardening. Let's put you at a 4. That way you can do it, but you're not going to prioritize it over anything else. Negotiating. I don't know if I'll have you bother with that. Construction is going to be probably your main job. Growing is going to be a 4. Mining will be a 4. And then let's see. Smithing. You do have some passion for that, so getting you some crafting skill would probably be a good idea as well. I'm going to put all of your crafting skills at 3. And you probably shouldn't be cleaning or hauling. We'll leave hauling at 3. But cleaning, there's other people for that job. So your main thing is going to be building and doing art. Now we actually need a table for you to do that. So let's see, a sculptor's table. We'll make a steel one because why not? And I think we'll throw that down in here. Like so. It'll connect to those two to speed up the process, and then we'll throw down a bench there, or excuse me, a stool there for you to sit on. And then we'll queue up some art for him to make. Bad temperature. Yeah, it's a bit chilly in here. The game's also a bit laggy. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because we have so many damn pawns running around at this point. And we'll get him a new name, just like with all our other characters, but obviously that's not going to happen right now. Sith robes are finished. Where did she run off with them? And why do they look like Jedi robes? That's a bit annoying. Because they're made out of Labrador fur. Well, that's a problem. Let's see. We need Sith robes that look like Sith robes. So we don't want the custom ones then, because obviously they're going to take the color of whatever we make them out of. So I think we want... Where's the regular Jedi stuff? Custom. Here we go, Sith robes. And what do those need? Hyperweave, that's a problem. Alright, well unfortunately, I don't have any hyperweave. I went through and checked everything. We just don't have any, so we'll let whoever wear this. I'm sure somebody will come slap it on. In fact, I'm surprised that... Where did she go? I'm surprised Zash didn't. Let's see, if I draft you and have you drop it. What are you currently doing? go ahead and wear that for now. And that'll be your like gray Jedi, gray Sith robes. But eventually, we're gonna get you some proper robes that are, if not black, because again, she's gonna be a little bit more gray than anything, than some other darker color, but not necessarily black. Okay, sorry about that. I was losing my voice for some reason. There was like a scratchy thing in my throat, but it feels better now. So, anyways, moving on. The game is still a bit laggy, isn't it? I even tried closing some Google Chrome tabs. Actually, I closed the whole window, but it doesn't seem to have done much for us. I think, again, it's just having so many pawns running around. Does zooming out make it better or worse? It looks like a little bit better. So, we're getting the power conduit construction happening down here, although there's a lot of construction faileds popping up from what I can see. I don't know why that is. All of those people are actually fairly good builders. It's not like Valish was over there working on that. He's actually up here working on conduits up in the prison, which is fine by me. Let's see. Do we have enough bodysuits? We definitely don't, because you don't have one, right? Oh, you do have one. Okay. You definitely don't, so we need to get you one, especially since that is in very bad shape. You also need one. Boss, do you have one? No. Okay. You have one, though. I'm pretty sure everybody else does at this point. Not everybody else has uniforms, though, which is another issue. But let's go ahead and get rid of that. We'll get rid of this until we actually have some hyperweave. And for the time being, I'm just going to queue up a few more of these, and hopefully somebody gets on that. We need steel and cloth. We should have plenty of steel. And I guess the issue is cloth then, because we have a little bit. Oh, that's not even cloth. Do we have any cloth? Muffalo, polar bear skin. We're about to get a lot more polar bear skin. I don't think we have enough cloth though. Let's see. Where is the cloth even? I know we have some. I thought it would be with the rest of those, but apparently it's not. Ah, that's it right there. 63. So we only have about half of what we need. That's an issue. We are growing more. It's going to take a little while, though. So that's the main holdup on making more bodysuits. But we need everybody to wear those because they are very, very useful items. And then we'll worry about the uniforms beyond that. I believe the uniforms have the exact same cost. Yeah. So those will be a while, too, because obviously we can't change that. They require cloth and nothing else. I can't substitute in polar bear skin or something, for example. It has to be that material. Looks like we're doing pretty well on food. I mean, we have plenty of raw food. 64. What did I have this set to? 60. Okay, fair enough. And so that means he's making those survival meals, which we saw him doing there. These lights are finally getting put down. Let's continue those along here. All the way down to the end of the hall. That was not where I wanted to put it, but thanks to the lag, they got dropped in a inopportune place. Did that happen again? God damn. Alright, here we go. Cancel that and cancel that. And then I need to extend the conduits a bit now that the rest have been finished. So let's run these down to the end here, and we'll run it along this as well. And the same goes for this side. And we'll take that all the way to the wall too. We'll run it across here, down there. We'll run it through these. Basically gonna run it everywhere. Alright. That looks good. That'll keep that fairly lit. And eventually, I hope to get some more prisoners to actually staff in there. These guys are, again, worth recruiting, so I'm not going to move them in there. It's not very habitable right now either, but their skills are just too useful to us outside the prison to throw them in the prison. Again, he could be a fantastic doctor and surgeon. He could take over cooking duties if we wanted him to. He could craft for us. He could build for us. And he could be a decent melee fighter with a bit of practice. So there's a lot we could use him for. Again, with Valish, it was kind of the same deal. Could be a warden. Could be a jailer. builder, definitely an artist, just a regular crafter. A lot of those skills, again, don't do a whole lot of good for us in the prison. Stuff like crafting and mining we can definitely make use of in here. Building, not so much. Obviously, there's only so much you can build in a prison, and they don't have access to a lot of the resources they would need, so somebody would still have to haul them the stuff. They may as well just build it themselves. Okay, so that's done. That really shouldn't be there. Oh well. Right, so that's done. Let's look at new research projects. We just finished these two. So we have all the genomes. We could do advanced genetic engineering now. This allows us to start making like hybrids, I believe. What are some of these other things? Extracts genes from a thrumbo. Craft thrumbo horn. A lot of this is thrumbo stuff, isn't it? Well, that's interesting, but not immediately necessary. Advanced bionics would be good. Huh. I wouldn't mind shield belts either. Unfortunately, they don't work on our force users because they can't use their force powers with these on. But we do have some melee-focused non-force users, and those, for those characters, these would be very useful. So that's something I'm definitely considering. And since nothing else is jumping out at me, I think we will go ahead and do that. Advanced bionics is also something we want to do. Synthetic skin, I'll go ahead and queue up because that'll be useful. And what else do we have? I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything. So from there, I think we will go ahead and do advanced bionics. This is, after all, our main focus here is to research bionics and create super soldiers, and so to that end we will need the best bionics available. Obviously plasteel has been an issue for us though. We're actually getting quite a bit from our quarry up there though, which is great. We're up to 200, which actually is enough for another prosthetic and bionics, so that's something we'll have to look into and decide who we want to give it to, if there's anybody that desperately needs it. Boss is pretty doing pretty well with that AI chip. I think with his arm and nose, we're going to try to repair that through surgery. In fact, you might be our first candidate. Let's look at operations, because I think the surgery thing is working now, yeah. So for 2 medicine, we can cure the bite and the gunshot and repair his nose. Huh. So what's the difference between curing the bite and just repairing his nose? I don't know, let's try it. First of all, cure the gunshot in his arm because that's affecting his manipulation. And then we'll obviously set you to best possible medicine. And let's see, are you going to head over there now? No, you're not. Fair enough, do what you have to do, but eventually we're going to need you there. Now for lights, we're going to light the prison bedrooms with these ones because they require significantly less power. Oh, we got cargo pods. What are we looking at here? Oh, almost landed on a dog. Repair kits. What do we use repair kits for? I have no idea. No idea. Anyways, we'll make sure those get hauled. They probably won't get hauled, to be honest. In fact, don't bother because they won't deteriorate, so there's really no reason to. Oh, no, they will. Scratch that, they will. Come on, get them all. There we go. Alright, and then all of these should get smelted as well. And that's not too far from the base. That's nice. It's like right outside. Alright, anyways. We're using these because they require very, very little power. Compared to a chandelier, which takes up quite a bit more than these do. And these will light to the same level that a chandelier would, so while these aren't as cool looking in some cases, these are far more efficient power-wise. For example, this little chandelier here is 75 watts. One of these guys is only 5. So it would be 75 to light all these rooms, or 10. And realistically, I don't need 2. It's just for symmetry. And God, where do we keep getting these marble chunks from? Alright, so his gunshot has been treated. Good, it's just gone. Fantastic. That is great. So, let's queue up another operation and we'll cure that bite. And then maybe repair your nose. We'll see if they can do 2 at once. But we'll start doing this for everybody because there's really no reason not to remove a lot of this stuff. It's not bad enough to justify like a complete replacement through bionics. But it's not something we want to just ignore either. Obviously, we're going to use bionics on certain things because that's why we're here. But for some of these things, especially for people that aren't going to be fighting, or for things where those resources could be better spent elsewhere, it just makes sense to do this because we're basically just spending a couple medicine to get everybody back to 100%. Alright, so his whole nose thing is gone too, so now it's just the brain damage, which has been fixed with the AI chip. So he is effectively back to full strength. We might give him some bionics anyways, because he's our best fighter. Aside from Heth, obviously, but... that's not an immediate concern, excuse me. Ox, did you have any of those? You had that brain injury. I haven't decided what I want to do with you yet, because your manipulation is still over 100% thanks to that. The real issue is that you can't communicate anymore. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do about that. I don't know if giving him an AI chip will get rid of the trauma savant thing, but the trauma savant thing is actually kind of a blessing because it makes him better than he would be even with like full bionics. So it's pretty handy. It's just obviously it's causing him issues for other things. Although maybe not, because it just sort of makes him, what's the word? Like he's basically just disconnected from everybody socially, which means that in terms of mental breaks from social stuff, he's actually probably less likely to suffer from them. Now, in terms of needs, he is a pessimist, so that's always an issue. But he can't hear and he can't talk, so even if people insult him, he won't hear it. Let's go ahead and build another bed in here. We'll do a couple more. How are we doing on steel? We still have nearly 2,000, so I'm not too concerned about just throwing it down wherever. One thing we will consider, though, is if these beds are better, then we'll swap them into here. If not, we'll leave them. So yeah, if they end up like good quality, superior quality, we'll move them into these areas. And anything that's poor quality will stay here. Yeah, that's definitely going to get reinstalled over here somewhere. There we go. We got visitors from the Galactic Empire. And it looks like they can trade with us. That's great. What kind of stuff are you wearing? Okay, Imperial Navy, the brown uniform, got it. Bowman, are you... oh, you're the tax officer. That's right. I was going to say, I remember the name Bowman. They're coming to collect our taxes, actually, but I think we can trade with them as well. Hopefully, otherwise this kind of sucks. They're just going to come take some of our silver. Luckily, we're not making a ton of silver. We don't really have an income, at least not yet. So, to that end, they won't be taking a lot of our silver because we haven't made a lot. But they are going to take some, no matter what. And I'd like to unload, like, we could probably sell these repair kits for quite a bit. And I have no use for them. These Scyther blades are always a bit valuable as well. Let's see, Heth. Where the hell did they go? What are you guys doing? Bowman. Oh, you went in that way. Okay, fair enough. Heth, if you could. It'd be funny. I wonder if we could dismiss. Is it a her? Yeah. I wonder if we could dismiss her before she collects the taxes. That'd be kind of funny to try. She is just like running all over the place. Okay, looks like Heth is finally going to catch her. And we'll see what they have. Alright. So, they have bolt action rifle. That does me no good. What can I get for these Imperial credits? Not a lot. Well, I have no use for them, so let's go ahead and get rid of them. And let's see. I would be happy to buy all of your components, even though there's only a handful of them. Let's see. Bolt action rifle. Is that really it? Apparently. So they clearly did not come to trade. I will still try to get any and all silver out of them I can, especially since they're going to probably take some from me. So sell that auto pistol, definitely. We'll keep any blasters we have, though. Let's get rid of that. And then we'll get rid of some of these clothes. So those cloth pants can go. Parka can go. That's a little too high, unfortunately. 140. Can we get another 100 even? Sell that blaster pistol. That puts us close. They won't buy the repair kits, though. That's kind of annoying. In that case, we might just take it for what it is and leave it here. It's interesting that these, well, I guess they're in pretty poor shape, but these blasters are a lot better than some of this other stuff. I could sell them a little bit of medicine to get us there. Yeah, we'll just do that, because we have so much of it. Alright, go ahead and accept, and Heth, if you could haul that silver inside, that would be great. And I assume whenever they leave, they're going to collect the taxes. We'll see how much it is. I don't know exactly how it works. It may just be a flat percentage of the silver we currently have, or it might be factored based on like our overall wealth, sort of the way that the raids are calculated. If that's how it's done, then we're going to be spending a lot more on this, unfortunately. If not, though, I don't mind giving them a bit of silver. Oh, Zash leveled up. Okay. Let's see. 1 point. I'm going to put the point into Force Pull, just to give her a little bit more variety in her abilities. Maris, have you leveled up recently? No. And what about Heth? I feel like he's always got a couple level ups. He does. Perfect. Alright. Well, I've been pretty impressed with some of these abilities. Like, this Force Lightning, I was hoping it would turn into like a Chain Lightning ability, but unfortunately not. What it does instead is it effectively just nukes to death whatever it hits. So that's cool. Let's try Force Storm. Let's see what that does. Oh, requires 9 points spent. So we need to... We'll probably just take these all the way up. I don't know. The thing about Force Drain is I'm just so unsure about it. I guess we'll spend a point on that and see what it does. We know the basic idea. It takes their life force, and I think it gives it to him. But it's not clear as to how exactly that works. And so I'm sort of reluctant to try it. But I've been pleasantly surprised with a lot of these abilities. So maybe, just maybe, this will be another one that kind of blows us away. It looks like we did finally get enough cloth to start making... why did she do the uniform first? Oh no, bodysuit, sorry. Got it. Okay, so she's working on a bodysuit, that's great. That'll go to either Boss Mara... Well, no, Boss had one, right? No, okay. Well, Boss Mara, Jade, or Valish then. And we should probably take this up to 4, just so I don't forget. Let's see, who's idle? You really have nothing to clean? I don't believe that for a second. Oh well, I guess he's got nothing to clean. I mean, he would know better than me. I'm not gonna check the whole area. Let's see, excellent quality. All right, that's gonna be in here then. Let's see, superior, normal, excellent, poor. All right, reinstall that in here then. Normal quality is fine. Poor quality. There's another excellent bed. Throw that in. I remember one of these being normal. Alright, so boss's bed is going to get thrown in. Crap, I don't remember which one. There we go. I guessed right. Make that happen. And then we got poor and normal. Alright, so we'll do normal or worse in here. Normal or better out here. Preferably good or better, but, you know, we'll do what we can. Still idle. Oh, boss is idle now. There's nothing for you to build? Surely there's something for you to build. Are we really making those out of marble? Why are we not making them out of steel? Cancel that. Hopefully all these were steel. Let's throw down a few more. Whoops. Crap. Scratch that. Build it there. And let's see. Let's reinstall that here. Kepin, do me a favor and handle that real quick. And then Ox is currently moving that. As soon as he drops it, we'll move it over. There we go. So this is going to be Boss's bed. We need to remember that. Ox, while you're there, do me a favor and just shift it on over. Thank you. And Boss. Oh, you were like right there. Perfect. Okay. That's all fixed. And we have room for quite a few more colonists. Oh, why does that not have a bed in it? Who is there? Whoops. Well, this can get moved in there then. And that'll be a fully furnished room for somebody. Either Boss, maybe Valish. It looks like everybody has a room though, right? I would think so. I haven't noticed anybody sleeping on the floor, but I haven't really been looking for it, so... There's enough empty beds where they should just pick one and fall into it. Nobody should be sleeping on the floor. The pawns are at least capable of, you know, that level of thought. I'll actually move Jade in there. We'll give her a fully furnished room, because why not? I don't think Boss will mind. He's mostly AI anyways. And let's put Valish here. We'll just keep everybody a little bit closer together. Alright, it looks like we have another superior steel bed, so I'm going to go ahead and move that over here. We'll just throw it in that one for now. And then we'll build another. The other one was... Oh, we got another one here too. Nope, that's the same one. The other one was poor quality, so we'll leave that there. And eventually we'll get all this done and all these done, and we won't need to move any more beds. But I think that's going to be it for today. Unfortunately, no raids or anything. Nothing really interesting happened. Hopefully, something will in the next episode. I may... What was happening here? Let's reinstall... Who's sleeping in there? Kepin? Let's reinstall this... hell, in there or something. But, yeah, what I'll try to do is I'll let the clock run off camera for a little while until... You know, hopefully something worthy of the next episode pops up, and then I'll start recording from there. But I guess otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.